What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm your co-host Donovan Quick. And so the Miami Dolphins stayed pat at 158 and took linebacker Mohamed Kamara from Colorado State. A few things about this guy: he had 13.5 sacks last year and 29.5 sacks over his career at Colorado State. He is extremely fast. He ran a 4.51 at the combine. He's 6'1", he's 248. He has, he's built right, but he's undersized for an edge in a way. So that is kind of one of his downfalls, maybe one of the reasons that he slipped a little bit. He has a really quick first step. I mean, he can burst out of there. And it pairs well, because if you look at the linebackers, that outside linebackers, edge guys that we drafted, Chop Robinson, Jalen Phillips, and even traded for with Chubb, they all have a really quick first step, get off the ball really quickly, and build off of that, right? So he has the elite speed to go and get it. He has power, but he lacks strength, if that makes sense to you guys, right? So he can, and he has really good moves, but sometimes he doesn't mix it up a lot, right? So it becomes, sometimes he relies too much on the power moves, and that gets him kind of stuck and predictable, and then he's not able to make an impact on 3-4 consecutive downs. So he needs to switch that up a little bit. Sometimes he also gets caught because he leans too far forward. He gets overly aggressive sometimes, so he'll need to dial that back. But overall, you're getting a hard worker, an aggressive guy that loves football, a guy that's really quick off the line. Like, you can't teach quickness like that off, like ball snapped and you're out of there, you burst out of that hole. You can't teach that. That is something that is like a natural born gift to you. So I do like this. This is, once again, we're in the 5th round, guys, so we're not going to get anybody that's going to absolutely come out and be the guy right now. But this is a nice developmental guy, and he was actually rated to go in the top 100, I believe, in the 50s or 60s, on almost every draft board that I saw between ESPN, NFL Network, ABC. He was rated that highly, and for him to drop all the way to 158, I think is a really good value. It kind of sticks with what Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel have been talking about, which is drafting the best player available. We have some disagreements on maybe if Patrick Paul and Chop Robinson were the best player available at their particular selections, but this is probably the first pick that I really like from the Dolphins. I still want us to take a receiver, but there's not many receivers that I like this far down. I will say, be on the lookout if Brendan Rice continues to fall. Be on the lookout. Malik Washington, really quick, but he is undersized. He's 5'9". Be on the lookout for him. And then there's also another guy out of Texas that I want you guys to keep an eye on. I forgot his name already. It is Jordan Whittington. Keep an eye out for him. He might be a UDFA. He might be a 7th round pick. Just keep an eye out for him. Keep an eye out for him. I think he could be a really solid pickup for the Dolphins, and they were heavily invested in Texas's pro day. So this could be one guy that they interviewed and stood out to him. But yeah, that's what I got for you. Let me know what you guys think about the pick. I personally, this is my favorite pick out of all the picks so far. Like, I do like our first 3 picks. I do like Chop Robinson. I do like Patrick Paul. I do like Jalen Wright. They are all developmental guys, not going to make major impacts right away, but overall, this is a solid draft for Miami. I really do overall like it. I wanted more pop, and I wanted more help right now. My 2 cents. All right, guys, deuces.